Today is Lionsgate 8/8/8/8/26. We're in 2026, right? Oh, and I know it's not a real 8 because it's 2026, so that would be a 10, which comes down to a 1. We've got 16, which is a 7, which is an 8. Oh my God. It's an 8. It's an 8 day. It's an 8 everything. Wow. I felt the need to jump on because why the hell not? I mean, we always talk about this every single year as being a really big deal, but it feels like this year it is a big deal. It's a big deal. Actually, it's a big deal every year, but this year it really feels like a big deal. I'm feeling all sorts of interesting things, so I thought maybe let's see what the fairies have to say, and let's see what my manifesting moon oracle has to say. And I want to pull one card from the light workers oracle because they always have such a beautiful message. So Spirit, thank you so much for presiding over this reading. We just want to harness this energy. What do you have to say? Somebody out there needs to hear something good. So let's get a little funkylicious and see what Spirit has to say. I'll just take, okay, 2 cards popped out, that's fine. And we'll get one more. Energy feels good. It feels good. I felt okay. Oh, lots are coming up. Well, one flipped over, so we're going to take that. And what do we, well, it says do some research. I'll read that one first. You need more information about the situation. Look into it further before proceeding. There's a bunch of you that have been maybe getting some ahas. This feels like romance. And you might be figuring out things that are for you and things that are not for you. This is the time, actually, it's always the time to sit in the stillness, to sit in the space. And when you create that space, I did a video titled Space is Grace. When you create space between you and whatever's kind of happening in your 3D reality, you can then kind of let life play out, let life. And by giving that space, and it's not even really like going within, it's actually just going into the space that you create. And it is that stillness. It's the thing that Muji talks about. It's the thing that Eckhart Tolle talks about. It's the thing that the Course in Miracles talk about. It's the thing that Joe Dispenza talks about. It is this miraculous field of energy where all your miracles come from. It's a space of love and acceptance and protection and safety, but not protection because you don't really need protection from anything. But it is a space when you are an individual looking for the truth. And this is also, that's what this research card is also kind of highlighting, is this is a message for the truth seekers out there that are doing a lot of introspection, inner work healing, but also just doing a lot of like research on topics that have all of a sudden become of interest to you. Keep going. This card is saying just keep going, because you're diving into something so magnificent and healing and peaceful that you might be coming onto something that is so brand new and yet so familiar because it resonates with you, saying like you might just feel this resounding yes when you come across new information that absolutely pertains to your healing journey. Let me go next card. Ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. So in that stillness, your emotions get elevated. And this is where creation happens also, in that space. You are allowed to want anything in life. It's not to say that whether they're healthy for you or not, that's not my judgment call. That is only for you to decide what works for you and what doesn't. But treating life like an adventure and playing around with things that you think you desire, and then you get them, you're like, okay, I like this, but I want to tweak it a little bit. And when you kind of treat life like the adventure that it is, and not getting so logged in, so invested on a manifestation that wasn't quite what you wanted, it had bits of it, but it wasn't the full gamut, that's okay. Go back into the space. Just go right back into the space and be still. And your heart will start to open and communicate to you exactly what it is that you're looking for. Last card on the deck, Vegetarian. This card is always a little weird to me. A new way of eating gives you more energy, greater health, clarity, and stronger manifestation abilities. This card tells me, I think nature is calling. I think what you surround yourself with is key. Get outdoors, get to the beach, get to a grassy field, get to trees, go on a nature walk, a hike, or just outside on your balcony and breathe in that prana, and take in the scenery. If your scenery is not that great, go on a walk and literally stop and smell the roses. I mean, literally stop and smell the roses. Look around. I think you're going to get a lot of answers when you are out in nature. When you're outdoors, really just exploring and keeping an open mind and an open heart to this vast world. I find actually taking walks, it's funny because this is about, being more mindful about your health, but going out for walks or being out in nature is part of your vitality, and you are going to get the your nutritional needs met when you are out in nature. So, and when you are in that space that feels really comfortable, I wouldn't even say ask, I would say assume it's on its way. Because when you're in that space, you're not asking for anything. You are relishing in your peace. You are in gratitude of the space that you're in, which is that stillness. And if there's something that comes up in your mind saying, I wonder what that would be like, you can then just assume it's on its way. Just that moment of clarity, that idea, that is a rocket. That is a rocket of desire being shot out, and they're like, okay, noted. All right. That was interesting. I like that. Some of you guys are going to be doing a lot more research on things that are just like pinging in your head. Maybe some books are going to fall into your lap. You were going to want to learn about maybe how to be more engaged in performing miracles, creating, bringing in those manifestations, maybe a love, a soulmate, like a love partner that kind of goes beyond time and space. I don't know, you're going to be, I think this is a time where you're going to be very curious, and Spirit is saying dig deep. Definitely dig deep. Okay, so now I want to pull 2 cards. Spirit, what do you have for us? 2 cards from the Manifesting Moon Oracle deck. Just 2, please. This is a brilliant time to manifest. But the message that's really kind of coming through right here is Spirit doesn't want it to be about the stuff, because at the end of the day, the stuff isn't going to matter. The stuff is you're going to get bored of the stuff. Okay. We think we want the stuff, and then we have the stuff. We're like, okay, I'm excited for a minute or two, and then it's over. When you learn through research, and then you're asking, when you learn to really kind of create and things are coming, stuff is coming, you're going to soon want to create where you're in service to people. So rather than that Lambo that was on your bucket list, or the big beautiful house, when you realize that those things can come, or other things can come that kind of match that same energy, you're going to realize, I don't want to manifest stuff. I want to manifest peace on earth. I want to manifest healing in my community, in my family. And when you start to pivot your desires to be more about serving humanity to some capacity, and when it becomes about the people, I think something is just going to click. And it's kind of a beautiful thing when you kind of stop needing things. Stuff, what I call the stuff. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. 2 popped out. First one, pathway beyond. Release what no longer serves you and step into the unknown. I am open to new things. Kind of goes in line with what I was saying about wanting to manifest things, stuff, tangible items, cash sometimes. A Spirit's asking us to go beyond that. You'll get those things. You don't have to sacrifice anything on this journey. You really don't. You will get those things. But if you can make it more about beyond this world, this 3D reality, souls connecting, finding their light, sitting in that stillness, giving other souls, those human beings, a pathway to their own peace. I mean, that's true. That's like the ultimate manifestation. Go beyond the car and the house and see what worlds and doors open up. And that looks like a doorway to me. It's a window and a doorway. You're walking through a doorway or a portal right now, and we are in Lionsgate, so let's go. Shining wisdom. I love this. Seek teachings that support you as you manifest your goals. I learn what I need to know. Hell yeah. You are in this thirst for knowledge phase. Keep going. This is a confirmation. Keep going. You are getting wise beyond this lifetime, beyond this planet, beyond this dimension. Keep going. There's a lot of people that are looking for answers right now, and it is about finding the truth. What is the truth? And at this very moment, with this Lionsgate portal opening up, there's going to be many of us that are going to feel catapulted to the next level of our healing journey and our learning. I think there's a big group of all of us that have pretty much kind of cleaned out all the shitty residue of some trauma stuff. So now what? What happens next? We're going deeper now. Now it's about how do we stay in the stillness, empty ourselves completely where we are just performing miracles. I mean, we are really up-leveling right now. All right, I want to hear what the Lightworker Oracles, I mean, this is, I'm sorry, I'm jumping around. This is real up-leveling that's happening right now. Like, super duper. More than last year's Lionsgate, more than the year before's Lionsgate. I mean, this is an evolution, right? So it's only getting bigger and heavier and more intense, but in a great way. This is a huge up-leveling. This is like guru stuff. This is like Paramahansa Yogananda stuff. And that happened ages ago, but then I feel like we fell back a bit. I don't know why. All right, Spirit, we just want one card. Lightworker Oracle, man, you always give us something good. Okay, come on. Okay. Oh gosh, 2 came out. I'm gonna take this one. Oh God, they're both. I'm gonna take them both. They're both good. Okay. Of course, earth healing. Wow. That's where we're up leveling. We're becoming earth angels. I mean, like the real deal, healing this planet. This message is for the group that is just like cleared it out. Where do we go from here? Because we made it up the mountain, we got to come back down the mountain. We are healing. This is now just forget the car, forget the cash, forget the house, forget the white picket fence. I want people to feel better. This could also be working with children, healing kids. Something had come, I don't even want to say it because it is so deep, dark, and scary, but something popped into my mind as far as this, I know it's kind of random, the human trafficking situation that we have on this planet. And I thought that it just like crossed my mind. How do we get in control of that, where it just gets removed, because it is so dark and dangerous, and the underbelly of the upside down whatever. And it's funny because we're talking about, children here, and I had this crazy idea last week. God, I would love to be able to get involved in freeing these children, releasing them. And I don't know, it's a little out of control. All right, let me go ahead and read this, because that's a very, very heavy subject. I'm gonna even edit this out. Earth healing, here we go. You are making a real contribution to the planet through your spiritual journey. Remember this and believe that your needs will be generously met by the earth and the universe. What you are doing matters, and you will be supported. The earth recognizes you. She sees you as a conduit through which she is fed higher frequencies of light, love, and divine presence. This assists her on the journey of her own evolution. Earth is an exceptionally beautiful and powerful divine being in her own right. Yet she, like every other being, benefits from the assistance of higher frequencies, which is you, which offer a loving hand to help raise her vibration and continue her evolution. I am just feeling the words coming off this page right now. You are here to have your spiritual life journey in a human body. Part of that process will involve sharing your light with the earth itself. This may see you take on the role of a healer, guide, mentor, or teacher to others on the path. I mean, my God, we're talking about do some research. You're gonna need to really take the time. I mean, God, to take the time to be this. Oh, And it took a lot of this. It took a lot of this. It took a lot of asking questions and trying to seek answers and the truth and what is the truth. The ego is not the truth. That we know. It may see you doing work with the natural world with various earth-centered causes such as conservation and animal welfare, organic and biodynamic farming, and ethical food production. It may involve an active prayer life that is ongoing through your day, praying for assistance, compassion, clearing and blessing when you see an accident on the road, an animal or person who seems to be suffering, or an item on the news that you know needs light and healing. An item on the news, my God. This is exactly, okay, sorry. From the most obvious gestures to the more subtle, the oracle tells you that you are powerful enough to make a meaningful contribution to the quality of consciousness upon Earth. Earth asks you to do your work with quiet confidence and dedication. She gives thanks for all you have done and acknowledges her love for you. The Earth, the planet is literally thanking you. The ground beneath your feet is thanking you for your service. Keep going. There's a pathway beyond. Keep going. Shine your wisdom. Keep going. Don't stop asking questions. Keep going. Ask for what you want. What do you want? Do you want to heal? Do you want... Go out in nature and connect with Mother Earth. This is like incredible. If you saw the next card that I'm supposed to read, you'll die. Earth asks you, she gives thanks for all you have done and acknowledges her love for you. She will support you in your work by providing material means for you whilst you are here on this planet. These include financial support, housing, food, and human and animal relationships. She will also provide guidance for your progress, opportunities to grow and expand your field of influence, education and training opportunities, the means to take advantage of them, and the chance to apply what you've learned in a real-world context. Okay, another thought that just came in. We are playing too small. Whoever is listening right now that is needing to hear this message, you're playing too small. There is some bigger tasks at hand that you are qualified for to tackle because you are a full-blown healer. You have learned to detach from what you see and go into the field where healing truly takes place when you see another, an animal, a child, a human, an accident, an act of Mother Nature. It's like we're playing too small. It's time to tackle on the bigger things, but you may not have to. You'll know what your soul is calling you to do if it means actually having to relocate, take a course study, make some phone calls, but we're playing small. We're going big. This is for a group that has kind of now mastered the smaller shit of healing, relationships, divorce, maybe bankruptcy. This is considered like on the smaller scale of healing. Well, not it's not small scale. These are big deal energies, but we've already kind of mastered it. Now you can help heal those that are trying to like grapple with those issues, but you are also capable of some of the bigger, more, I don't want to say bigger as if they're more important problems, because they're all equally devastating, but maybe on more of a colossal scale, dealing with bigger groups of people who are collectively suffering. And that's where I was going with the human trafficking. or the wrongfully imprisoned. I don't know, something like bigger scale, because you've already kind of mastered the pretty tough energies of your past, and you've maybe have also worked with people that and have helped them kind of break free from certain patterns and cycles of those, like relationships, financial relationship, your relationship with money, relationship with your ex or many exes. I don't know. Okay, there's a big mess here right now. I didn't even pull that many cards. It's like a big old wave right now coming through. I'm going to pull this card up again. I want you to look at this card. I mean, look, this is an archangel, and there's 2 kids there. Diverse. Different but the same. Okay. The more you devote yourself to your task of earth healing, the more the earth will support you in fulfilling your inspired goals. If you've been wondering if the spiritual work you are doing is making a contribution, take this oracle as validation that it is. You are an earth angel, my friend. We're brought here to do this work, to conquer and master and then give. What you are doing matters. Yes, you are going to expand and grow in the work you are doing and the impact that you have in the world, because you are capable of that. But you are already helping in ways that you may not realize, but that the earth and the spiritual worlds do. You have loved the earth enough to take human form and do your work here. She knows it, and she will reward you richly for it. Keep working, shining, and growing, dear one. Your presence here is so needed and honored. Do you not feel that? You are so loved and appreciated. And I know you look on something that might be a kind of what feels to the untrained eye like an attack on you or your character. And you have mastered the ability to give it space and just know right away they're hurting. I'm going to give them the grace. That space is grace. I'm going to give them the grace through this space to know they need to heal. They're asking for a healing, and I'm not even going to use them as an excuse to get upset. I don't need to. They're the ones that are hurting, not me. So let me share my gift. And you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it in an arrogant way. You don't even have to verbalize it. You can just create the space and then sit in that stillness. Just sit in that stillness and see their heart hurting. Because if they're going after you for something, their heart's hurting. And it most likely has nothing to do with you. But there was a trigger, but that's all it was. It's just a trigger. Okay, the invocation. Through unconditional love, I am empowered to live my divine destiny. I trust in my gifts and talents. I know that all I need for divine success shall be provided for me. I now choose of my own free will to release any blocks, consciously or unconsciously held, around trusting the earth to provide me with all that is needed to fulfill my divine life purpose. I am so grateful to receive all that I need and more. I feel much joy within me about my life, what I'm capable of, what I have attained so far, and how much I can offer to the earth. I live from my heart with absolute trust. May all beings know their genuine worth and have confidence to express their grace through my own free will, so be it. I mean, I don't want this recording to go on for too much longer. It's already a lengthy one, but this one I got to an invitation to connect. Number 19, which is a 1, it's a new, I gotta do it. I'm feeling, just feeling this, my heart opening right now. This is a massive heart opening that we're all going through in this portal. Massive. Okay, an invitation to connect. Here we go. Love exists throughout our universe. Many loving beings that do not belong to the human race exist in worlds beyond the earthly realm. Among these are those who are aware of the spiritual plight of humanity and are willing and able to help us move forward. Unlike those who close their minds because they fear the unknown, you have an open mind and an open, receptive heart. Beings from other worlds recognize you as a receptive channel for their unconditionally loving assistance in this world. Man, it's just like this one. It ties in, man. It is the same thing. You will both benefit from this individually and help the planet. So you are being offered an invitation to connect. There are many dimensions to existence. For those who are developing evolved sensory perception, the senses will not be restricted to being impressed upon by the physical dimension. I'm like trying to, my arms are like this. Oh, jeez. There are higher dimensions that the psychic or emotional nature can recognize, and even more refined dimensions that the higher mind can recognize. Beyond that, there are dimensions that the mind, even in its most expansive state, cannot grasp, but the spirit knows to be real. The more your sensitivity to subtle energy evolves, the more aware you become of these worlds beyond this world. For some, this will be easy to accept and will inspire interest in learning more. Oh, learning more. Learning more. Let's go. Shining wisdom. Do some research. Just keep going. And yeah, it feels like you've opened up Pandora's box. You're going down a rabbit hole, but you know what? Just keep going. Keep going, because you're going to have those ahas. You're going to have the clicks and the yeses. And the holy shit, something just made a connection. Something from your past, something somebody said, something is just going to be like, oh, well, that's fucking weird. That's weird. All right, let me keep going. I lost my space, my place, whatever. I don't know what's happening right now. For some, okay, others may be tentative about exploring connections with non-earthly beings. Aliens, anybody? Or whomever. Great peace can grow in the heart of those who are unafraid, who are open to the idea of beings that are aware of humanity, but not human themselves, who want to help humanity evolve and have the spiritual power to be able to do so. I knew that there was something about go bigger. And this might be contacting beings from other life sources, dimensions. This feels like I'm speaking to a group that has kind of cleaned it out and has got a lot more space to go really big. I'm talking big in maybe life forms, dimensions, but big. And there's this like energy of we're playing small. We have to stop playing small. We have to really expand, but expand to a lot like larger beings of life, but maybe not from this life, from this dimension or galaxy or whatever. Something feels really big. Big. Couldn't get though to this level without taking out the trash and just cleaning up what this earth was giving us to play with and to practice our healing powers, our healing knowledge and capabilities, but we needed to do life stuff, kind of everyday life stuff, and heal that before we realizing this feels like I need to go big or go home kind of energy. This is like BDE stuff. Okay, here we go. No matter how mixed up and consumed by darkness the world may, oh, here we go, may seem at times, there are so many powers of, oh my God, this is just talking about the human trafficking thing. It's the darkness that I was talking about. So no matter how mixed up and consumed by darkness the world may seem at times, there are so many powers of light working to see the earth and humanity through this most interesting time, to see us into the new age of spiritual enlightenment. It is all part of this divine experiment of life. Yes, it's what it is. It's the experiment of life. And we've experimented with some of these earthly matters, but like divorce, bankruptcy, financial stuff, ex-boyfriends, broken hearts, infidelity, scamming, defrauding, losses, lots of losses. Now we want to dive deeper. I know I'm repeating myself. I don't care. It is all part of this divine experiment of life, and there are many forces invested in the successful and loving evolution of humanity. If you've been contemplating life beyond the earth, perhaps talking to the stars or gazing wistfully at other planets, if you've been intrigued by the mysterious codes of light and sound, you are sure are embedded in crop circles, or simply have a feeling that you would like to work with beings who are not more spiritually evolved than humanity at present, then you are being given a clear message with this oracle. There are beings in other worlds. There are beings in other worlds that are very aware of your open, loving attitude and the work you are doing. They are actively responding to your thoughts and feelings. Since we live in a free will zone on earth, we must extend an invitation to receive assistance. Invite them in. Oh my God. Keep going. Invite them in to learn more. Oh my God. The pathway beyond. We are talking about going beyond this world. I knew this was bigger. This was bigger. This is big. Because you are unafraid and resonate from a place of peaceful curiosity and higher level awareness, you are capable of issuing the needed invitation to those that can assist humanity from a place of unconditional love. Of course, there are forces in the broader universe, just as there are forces in the natural world here on Earth that would not be so helpful to the triumph of love on this planet. Therefore, we must issue our invitation to the forces of light with a peaceful heart and a wise mind. This is when you are inviting them in, it's coming from a non-egoic place. You are inviting from a place of peace and unconditional love because you're ready now. You are ready. You have graduated. You have received degrees. You have gone through the steps, the ache, the aches, the tears, and then coming out the other side shining like a daisy, fresh as a daisy. The invocation below has been carefully crafted to attain that purpose. You are asked to use it whenever you feel the need to do so, knowing that you are part of a bridge between humanity and other loving worlds that want to assist life on Earth. They thank you now and offer their blessings to you and to life on Earth in all ways possible. Your invocation, as a member of the human race through my own free will and for the greatest good, I call upon all beings that resonate with the quality of unconditional love and wish to assist humanity and Earth to evolve on the path of divine love. I ask for the unconditionally loving ascended masters that serve Christ consciousness to be the gateway through which, I don't have that many hands, permission is confirmed. Through which permission is confirmed for these beings to enter Earth's field and assist humanity according to divine will, grace, and love. May all beings be happy and free, so be it. This has to do with the children that are being exploited right now. This is what this is. Another child. There's an innocence here, and it's being stripped away. And when you strip away the innocence of the children of this planet, angels are screaming. They are screaming in the heavens. How? You know what? We don't ask how, we just know. Ask for what you want. I don't want another child to suffer, or an animal, or an adult, or an elder. This feels like it's about kids. Abuse in a home, a kidnapping, abuse abroad. Abuse is abuse. Innocence is being taken away and stripped. How are we so evolved as a planet? And yet, this seems to be getting worse. And I don't even want to sit in the space of it getting worse. I want to know that it is going to get better. This is going to get healed. But we are living in a way more evolved planet than ever before. And yet this very dark underworld exists. How is this possible? It is because the ones that are real, that resist this light, they go the other way. Completely blocked. Their heart's completely blocked from trauma because this is a cycle. Most people that commit trauma were traumatized. Hurt people. It's not an excuse, but this cycle, and the numbers are growing. But this feels, this is certainly telling me, ask for what you want. Know that there are beings that need this invitation. This is an invitation. They are waiting for the invitation. Oh my God, my chest is on fire right now. They're waiting for the invitation. You know how you started on your spiritual journey? You had to say, okay, through one meditation, one asking, maybe one random Reiki session, something made them go, heard, clocked, noted. The channel is open now, and you are on your way. But this endeavor, whatever it is, feels so big. Most of us don't feel like we're capable. Where do we even begin trying to heal something so dark and dirty and big all over this planet? How? And they're like, you don't worry about the how. You just do this. You just do this. But this is key. I'm glad I read this because I wasn't going to read this. It's an invitation you must invite for such a big endeavor. It must be an invitation. You must say big yes. God, like all those little things like our relationship with money and broken hearts seem so minuscule to what is going on with the children that don't have a choice. They are not able to choose. And that's their experience of God, is that there is no God. When they're experiencing this, they're saying God cannot possibly be in existence. If I was born into such bad luck and bad circumstances that I was taken, and they don't even know what light looks like. Okay. It's got very dark and deep and heavy, and well, I don't know about you, but I'm saying yes. I'm inviting spirit. Okay. That was crazy. I wasn't expecting that at all. Watch Sound of Freedom for like the 4th time. That was strange. I thought to myself, why am I watching this again? Because it was pretty difficult the first time around, and the second time around. Something was just like, I don't know. Okay, I'm feeling it right here. Thank you for joining me. If you're able to stick through this is a very long one. I can't even believe my video is still running, but let's go big. We've done all this work. Now what? Let's go be superheroes, but we can do it quietly. We don't need the celebrity about it. We don't need the recognition even. We need to sit in space, in the stillness, and let's see what happens. Okay, thanks guys. Happy Lionsgate portal. Rawr, 8-8, that's what it feels like, a big old freaking growl. Whoa. Take care, and thank you again, and I love you. Bye for now.